In today's video, we're going to go to the country of Panama, and we're going to show you what gear we used on our trip to shoot both photos and video. With today's technology, you can use a lot of small gear now, so you don't have to carry around large cameras anymore. We're going to cover all that and show you what we used on our trip for shooting both photos and videos. Let's get started. We just got back from going on a trip to the country of Panama, and on that trip, I shot some photos and I shot some video. Did I take big equipment, little equipment, or a little bit of a mixture of both? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what equipment that I took with me, and I'm going to show you examples of photos that I shot and video that we shot, because we're making a lot of videos on our travel channel from the videos that we shot and the equipment that we used. Now, looking at the different gear I have laid out, starting right here, I have the Sony A9 III global shutter camera with the Tamron 28-75 2.8 lens on it. And then over here, I have a Sony A6700 with the 10-20 f4 lens on it. Back here, I have my iPhone 17 Pro Max cell phone. Right here, I have the DJI Pocket 3. And right here, I have the new DJI Action 6 camera. So what did I actually bring with us and why? Well, we've been on other international trips before, and what I found out quite quickly is I don't want to carry around a lot of heavy gear. So this is heavy gear, large gear, and it's expensive gear. I wouldn't want to risk somebody maybe ripping this off from me, going in and stealing it out of our room or something. So let's take this out of the picture. Now, what we have left here, APS-C camera, cell phone, Pocket 3, Action 6. I recently got this Action 6, but the more I thought about it, I couldn't see how I planned on using it on the trip. So the Action 6 did not get brought. This is what I actually brought with us. The Sony A6700 camera with the 10-20 zoom lens on it. I also brought with me a Sony 18-35. This is the kit lens. So I could do some zoom shooting. And I'm going to show different video and photos that we shot with that. But we shot the most video with the DJI Pocket 3. Fantastic little 4K camera, gimbal head. You can walk around with this, fit it in your pocket. I used a waist bag that I put it in. And then my iPhone 17 Pro Max. We shot a tremendous amount of video with this and photos. This is so good because you can walk in stores with this, shopping centers. People think you're just talking on the phone or looking at your screen when you're actually videotaping. It's even more discreet than using the little Pocket 3. Definitely more discreet than using the A6700 or if I was using a full frame camera. So this was my whole entire setup. And I'll have to say, I used the Pocket 3 the most for shooting video. Second, I used my iPhone 17 Pro Max the most for shooting video and photos. And I didn't actually take the A6700 with us hardly anywhere. I mostly shot from the balcony of our room, which you're going to see. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of mixture of some of the photos and some of the videos that we've shot. So let's get into the photos and the videos and see what I shot with on my trip, so you can see the kind of quality I can get just out of this small amount of gear. Here we're starting with the Sony A6700 camera, and this is from the balcony of our Airbnb that we rented. We're in Panama City, Panama. This is one of the daytime pictures. We're on the 29th floor here, and we're going to go into showing some similar photos shot with the Sony A6700, and I'm going to shoot some similar photos with my iPhone 17 Pro Max, so you can see if you even see a bit of a difference in quality. You can see all the shooting information over to the right side of the image to see how they were shot: shutter speed, f-stop, zoom range, and so on. And when we get into the cell phone images, some of that information didn't come through as well, especially with the zoom range. But we're still on the A6700 right now. The reality is the A6700 never really left our Airbnb. We shot this one picture out front. Everything else was from our balcony or walking around in the Airbnb. And here's some of our kind of like a real estate looking shot if you were shooting for a real estate company to show the Airbnb that we stayed at. Now when we get into the cell phone pictures, we're going to shoot a lot of similar pictures, and that's coming up next right after this image. I think we start with them. Okay, here's the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is a nighttime scene. Look at that. That's amazing. Can you see much of a difference between the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the A6700? Really not much at all. Not enough to say you should use one camera over the other, especially if you're just posting images online or using these images in a video like we see here. It's a similar image that we shot, and here's that same shot from the interior that I shot with the A6700. There's not much difference going on here. So we ended up shooting with the cell phone a lot. Look at that, $8.02, and that's US currency for that size meat. Incredible prices there in Panama City. When you're looking at the shooting information over to the right, for some reason with the cell phone, it's not showing the proper zoom range. So that's a little bit weird. Like this is actually 200 millimeter with the cell phone. I can zoom into things. Now here we're in a dark restaurant. The cell phone's taking fantastic images, and I don't have to carry around a large camera, and it's with me everywhere I go. Look at this night scene with the cell phone. Fantastic image quality here. Now we're switching to some cell phone pictures that my wife shot. She also has an iPhone 17 Pro Max. The difference is I'm using the Reflex phone app, which allows me to shoot a little bit better quality. You can see there's a little bit degrade in quality just using the built-in cell phone app. But if you use like a Reflex app, the image quality is much better and you have much better control. Here I was shooting a lot of video with the DJI Pocket 3, and my wife was shooting these photos with her cell phone. Here we're inside a vegetable market, and on the other side is a meat market we're going to go to, and also a fish market. So she's shooting all these pictures with her cell phone, and I'm walking around shooting video with the DJI Pocket 3, which we're going to show some of the video coming up soon. And here we're now at the Panama Canal where she's shooting pictures, and I was shooting actually video of the Panama Canal with my iPhone 17 Pro Max in 4K with the video log shooting mode. And we're going to show some of that coming up next. So that's the end of the photos. Now we're going to move into some videos. Before we continue on, please like and subscribe to the channel. Of course, we're going to have more videos, and we're actually going to be moving to the country of Panama. That was our whole purpose of going there. We went over there and we got our visa. We are now residents of Panama and have dual residency. We were able to set all this up with the lawyer in advance and go there, and within 4 days, we met with the lawyer on a Monday. We walked out of the immigration office Thursday morning by 8:30 in the morning, and we had our visa cards. So we're all set. We're back in the USA right now. We're getting ready to put our house up for sale, putting our photography business up for sale, and then we're going to be moving to Panama. So you're going to be able to see lots of really cool stuff with us shooting photo and video on our trip, our moving, and we're going to move to different parts of the country over time. So stay with us on that too. Like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get back to the photos and video. Okay, now we're moving into the video segment. This is all being shot with the DJI Pocket 3. It's a small little 4K camera, fantastic. Here we are at night. See how great quality at night. You can't beat this. It's so small. They call it a Pocket 3 because it literally fits in your pocket. People don't even realize you're shooting video. It can be so small, and it has a gimbal head, so it's very stable. Much easier to shoot with than carrying around a large camera. And also, it's less looking like you're a tourist with a big camera, so it's less likely somebody's going to want to try to grab your camera or rob you or something like that. So you don't have to carry a bunch of heavy, large camera gear around when you could just carry this small little device around. But we're also going to do this with our cell phone coming up. Here we're going to stay with the Pocket 3 for a little bit longer. And hey, some good news. After we came back from our trip from Panama, we put our photography business up for sale. And I'm happy to say that we actually now have our photography business that we've been running basically for over 28 years has now been sold. Now here's with the Pocket 3. This is where we were meeting with our immigration lawyers, and I videoed that whole segment. We have a whole video we put out on our travel channel about the whole immigration process of how to get our visa. And look at this, $5 for 30 eggs. That's the everyday price over there. Fantastic prices on food. Living quality is great. Going out to dinner is basically for what we could eat. It cost us going to Burger King over here. You can go out and eat a filet mignon dinner in Panama. As you can see, we're walking around the fish market here in Panama. Lots of fish. You can get just about anything you want here. Great prices, unbelievable prices. You can buy whole fish. And here we're going to see my wife is going to buy 3 pounds of large shrimp for $10. So this same kind of shrimp here locally is $12.99 a pound. And here we are buying this gigantic large slab of tuna. This was $7 for that much tuna. $7. That would be close to about 40 bucks here back in the US. And then my wife cooked them up. Now we're going to move into the cell phone videos. Now here we see a completely different look because I'm shooting with the iPhone 17 Pro Max and I'm shooting with the Apple log setting. So I am doing custom color grading, which I can change how it looks quite easily. Now here we are basically secretly walking around inside a grocery store. I'm making a video on this. And now here we're in one of the malls in Panama. So we're going to show this on our travel videos of how much stuff costs walking around. This is one of the largest malls in the world, actually. It's 3-story malls. It's one of the top 20th largest malls in the whole entire world. We're walking around in here. They have a little bit of everything. So this is color graded, shot in Apple log with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. One big advantage of using the cell phone is you're walking around in the mall. People just think you're looking at the back of your screen when you're actually videotaping the whole time you're walking around. Now we're going to go to the Panama Canal. This is footage I shot while my wife was shooting photos. I was shooting video. This was all shot in the Apple log setting, so I'm color grading it. I'm going to have a whole video we're going to put out on that on our travel channel. So what I'm showing here is great examples of the idea that you no longer need to carry around a DSLR or a mirrorless camera and a separate gimbal when you go on a vacation. You can do all this with this small gear, including even just your cell phone, if that's all you had, if it's a good quality one. Well, that's what I use to shoot our photos and videos on our trip to Panama. I hope that helped you maybe decide if you're getting ready to go on a trip that maybe you don't need to bring all that big gear. Even your cell phone nowadays can take excellent pictures that honestly most people wouldn't be able to tell that from a regular full frame or APS-C crop sensor camera. Anyways, we're going to be planning our move. I'm going to have a lot more videos on Panama. We do have a travel channel as well. I'll link that down below so you can follow us on that, because that's where most of the travel stuff and all the other Panama videos are going to be posted at, mostly shot with the DJI Pocket 3 and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. They did most of the shooting on everything on the trip for video, for the video channels. Anyways, I will see you next time. We're going to get back to some more photography-related things, some more AI-related things for photography, and some more cell phone shooting videos, all coming up next.